All right. So, hey, everybody. It's Erin with Sent with a Smile. I'm so glad that you are popping on to learn a little bit about restarting your Scentsy business, or if you're new, for starting. If you are hopping on, if you'll go ahead and mute your microphone, and I will definitely have time for questions and answers at the end. But I apologize if we have some company over at the house, so my dog may or may not start barking at any time. And Amber is having trouble getting on. So um, I don't know what's happening. Sorry, Amber. I'm going to keep going and hopefully you can connect. So, what I wanted to do quickly is really just talk about where I would start if I were you. I'm a new consultant. Hey, Amber, welcome.
I made it.
Mute your microphone, and we just started recording and we're getting started. Thank you.
Okay, I got booted 3 times.
I saw that. I could see you popping up and on. So if I were restarting, what would I be doing? Number one is I would get comfortable with our workstation. So Amber, will you put mute on your microphone?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So number one is you need to get comfortable with your workstation. So I'm gonna share my screen and hop over. And what I recommend you do is you have your workstation bookmarked on your computer. And I just want to show you real quick what I do on my phone. Even though we don't have an app, you can save your screen. So I don't know if you can see, I don't know if you can see it down here. I have a little Scentsy folder. And when I click on the Scentsy folder, I have my workstation, my website, and all the other things that I use. I have my stuff I use for my postal service and my website. So I have a bunch of different things. So I would have that on your phone so you can literally click on it any second. And I'm sorry, I timed out on my workstation. So you guys are going to see what I see when I log in. So obviously ours is going to be different, but I wanted to make sure that you are looking at the things across the top and becoming familiar with them. And if you're a new consultant, you are going to have a whole checklist. And I'm going to hop over to training because this is, to me, probably the most important thing that you're looking at. So there's a training homepage, new consultants, lessons, frequently asked questions, and a whole bunch of other things, including the Scentsy standards, which is super, super important. But for new consultants, if you click on that, you are going to have a welcome message that you will see. And you will have all of these things that you should be following along and completing. There's a consultant guide that should have come in your welcome kit that will walk you through all the things that you need to do. A product training guide will break down all of our products and some other things that you need to do. So for your homework today, I had requested that you guys do the first thing first checklist. If you didn't, that's okay. Go ahead and click that and walk through all the things that are on the checklist. And these are things that are going to help you be successful. And you'll see a lot of this about what happening in your first 70 days. We have a couple of awards that consultants can earn, rewards, and a lot of them all happen during this first 70 days. All right. So I'm not going to walk through each of these because these are things that you can do on your own. I really was trying to keep our meeting to less than 30 minutes, but there's a tour of your workstation, which will take you through absolutely everything. All right. Hey, Caitlin, I just saw that you popped on. And let's see, there's a whole event thing about clicking to see your launch event, about getting started, how to submit an order. So all of these, you want to make sure that you are completing so you get to know. The workstation can be overwhelming. I'm not going to lie. So it does take a little bit of time to get used to it. And this first things first checklist, you have to make sure that you are actually, once you complete it, it will let you click the check mark. And you want to make sure that you're clicking the check mark to ensure that you're getting credit for doing it, because you can't earn any of the awards without having checked those off. So, and if you ever have a problem, reach out to me or reach out to consultant support, and they can help you figure out what's if there's any problems. So at the very top of the workstation, you're going to have a support button. And when you click it, these are all the different ways that you can connect with Scentsy. The quickest way is going to be the chat button. You're going to click it and you're going to type with them. However, you can call them. They're super friendly. And if you're calling them from your phone number that you registered with, they're going to know who you are when you call. I think that's kind of cool. But if it's after hours or if it's on the weekends, you're going to click start a support request. And that's going to walk you through creating a ticket where you can ask a question that you have with Scentsy. So our customer service is phenomenal. So please reach out to them. I know Amber said she was going through some of the training and noticed that some of the audio is a little wonky. If you ever have a technical issue, I ask that you report it to Scentsy so that they know there's an issue so they can correct it. All right. One thing that you're going to want to definitely do is log into your workstation at least once a week minimum. And Thursdays are the big day. If you're going to log in any day of the week, log in Thursday afternoon. That's when they announce a lot of things. But under news, you can look at the product announcements. The status list will show what's sold out. But you can click view all news and it's going to be chronological. And there's new stuff. I check it every day. I usually check it twice a day, but you can go through. And of course, you can always sort and filter your different, if you're looking for something in particular. Marketing is going to be where all of the pictures and images are for all of the products. So you can click on any of these and they are going to be uploaded. So if you're wondering like where we got things, like here's the catalog, you can click on it and download the new catalog. All the different products are here listed various different ways. Okay. And does anyone have any questions about the workstation? I'm going to show you a couple other things, but in just a second, if you have any questions about the workstation, I will definitely let you ask questions. But one important thing that some people don't see is under my account. All right. And if you click my account, it's going to take you to what is specific for your Scentsy account. And here you can see all of your name and address, how you, when you get awards, what your preferences are. If you have a Scentsy club, how it's connected. And here is your personal website, how to, if you need to change anything, if you need to subscribe to it, and the scent of the month and the scent and warmer of the month. In case you don't know, we have a warmer of the month and a scent of the month that you can subscribe to. And I highly, highly recommend you consider subscribing to it because it's phenomenal. Great way to promote all the products. And I'm trying to think, I feel like there was a couple other things under here that I wanted to show you under more. My website is being really slow. There it is. We have a calendar. If you click on the calendar, it's going to show all the things that's going on with Scentsy. And one of the best things that we have is our training. And we have training events. So you can not only look at the lessons are going to be pre-recorded, but you can click on training events and there's going to be things that are happening weekly that you can sign up for. So twice a week on Facebook Live. You can watch home office present things, but also every week there is a different training that you can sign up for, and you click register and you're going to get signed up for it. And it's pretty cool. But my whole thing is you should be using the training that is provided by Scentsy, at least as your first frame of reference. And the other thing I did want to talk about was obviously how to create. I'm not going to show you how to create a party here today. There is training on how to do that, but if you have specific questions on, you can let me know. I was looking for the Scentsy standards. Scentsy holds all of us to really high standards of how we can present ourselves and our business. And this is something I have to revisit all the time. There's too many little intricate details, but I highly recommend that you go through and check on it every so often and see, especially if you're a member of another direct marketing company, we do things a little bit differently. So make sure you're looking. And one of the things you're going to be able to find is the compliance guide. And I know it's in here because I looked for it today, but I'm not sure exactly how far I need to scroll down. But our compliance guide is one of the things that sets us apart about how we can market our products. So make sure you are checking that out. All right, I am going to hop off. Stop sharing my screen for a second. And if you have any questions now about Workstation, is anyone, you can either type a question or you can raise your hand and ask a question. Anything?
No question, but there's a hyperlink in the standards, but you can also just search compliance guide. It's by itself too.
Thank you very much. Yes. So we have a whole search project, a search bar, you can type it, and you can also just, there is a link. I went through it all today, and as I was talking about the things that I wanted to talk about. So they all are there. It's just a matter of finding it and really becoming familiar with Workstation. So, and a couple other things, Amber said, thank you, Amber, for telling me about talking about the different programs we offer. So we have the scent of the month and the warmer of the month. The other thing is the whiff box. We have a mystery box that comes out every month that Scentsy provides for us and puts together. It's $35. And it's a really fun way for item to sell to people, to especially if you're new, it's a whole bunch of different items. And if you're not new, you're getting exposed to different things. So I would definitely check that out. And our Scentsy Club. If you don't know about Scentsy Club, it's probably, I think, one of our like best kept secrets that a lot of people don't know about. It can be described as a customer reward program. It can be talked about as an auto ship program. And there are a huge list of rewards of why it, when you order through it, you are going to get discounted shipping. The Scentsy Club order, you can only order consumable products. So things that you are using up. So that does not include warmers. It does not include any of our systems, but it includes everything that you are using: wax, cleaning, bath. And the best selling point, especially now with August being our month, our transition month when things are going away, it's called Always Get My Bar. And, there's 54 cents that are leaving on August 31st. But if you put one of those wax bars into your club, Scentsy will personally create that for you every month, or you can choose once a month, every 2 months, or every 3 months. So both Amber and I know have a long list of things that are our favorites that have been discontinued for years now, but because it's Always Get My Bar, I know that I'm going to get 1 bar of, I have too many to show you, but here's, this one is sold out. Last year we had a rainbow collection. So this, it was in my club. My club is very transient. So I put things in there, and then when I stop liking it, I kick them out. And I have some OGs, but for example, this was one that you can't get anymore, but it's coming to me. So people love that. So any other questions about, I mean, I cannot stress enough about getting to know Scentsy with the workstation and all of our little things. But my top tips of how to be successful are probably things that you already know about, but I just want to kind of throw them back out there. You definitely want to open a catch-all party. So always have a party open on your workstation. Scentsy is phenomenal that they let us double dip in a sense. We can open a party ourselves as a consultant, and we can have people order on that party. We can take the rewards, we can take the host rewards, and we get commission on that. So I know there are other companies that do not let their consultants host their own party, but we can. So I have one up there all the time. So even if you don't have a friend or neighbor who's having a party, you should always be having a party and encouraging and teaching your customers how to order off of that. I'm probably closing 4 or 5 parties a month, and just gathering. I have too many rewards. So I started giving them to customers. One of the other tips that I learned is when you do have a party, you want to close the party, and it doesn't have to, you don't have to close it per se, but stop accepting orders on it when it hits 500. And you want to, because of that, you can open another party. You can get more bang for your buck with your rewards. So if you have 2 $500 parties, which equal 1,000, you would think that they equal out, but you can get more half price items with 2 $500 parties. And later on, when we start talking about more about recruiting, every single party comes with a host kit that you can use to either entice your host to join, or you can gift it to somebody else. So if you close that $500 party and like kind of leave it off in until you have a recruit that is interested, you can start accumulating all of these open parties. Karen, I saw you just ask a question. Is the login the same as your pay portal? I do not think so. I think it's going to be different. Off of the, there is a link on the workstation to your pay portal. And I have all of my things saved. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's already automatically saved. So I don't know if it is different. Amber, do you know if it's different? It is different, right?
It's the same ID number, but I believe you can you choose a different password.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So that's actually a good thing, Karen, that you brought up. I didn't even talk about that. Make sure you set up the pay portal. Make sure you're going to get paid. We get paid once a month on the 9th. And I don't know, they're starting to phase out the cards. I do not use the little tiny card that it comes with. I let it sit in the pay portal, and on payday, I actually transfer it over to my bank account. And actually, you can have an auto transfer set up. So like mine gets transferred to the pay portal, and within an hour, it's back. It'll be transferred to my bank account. The only downside would be the time it takes to get into your bank account. Sometimes it can be a day, depending on your individual bank and the day of the payday. So like if you get paid on a Friday and you transfer it, it could be possibly Monday. Amber, are you still using the pay card?
I am.
So Kathy says PayPal is instant. So that's good to know.
Mine automatically transfers to my prepaid Scentsy card. You can do it automatic or set it each month to do it. The whole post I put the other day about the fee, the $4.95 fee with 180 days of inactivity.
Yeah.
That was for us, but as long as you're getting deposits from Sensi, that won't affect you. So as long
So,
as there's any kind of activity.
so you are using the card.
Yeah.
I never activated mine, and then I've heard so many stories about people having issues where they're getting hacked or whatever. So
I love it. Only issue I ever had was I used the Dollar General like 20 seconds away, but it's technically a different state than what the card's registered in. But I've heard several issues also.
I've never had issues with it being in another state.
Really?
Nope.
Mine got frozen.
I use mine right down the street from my my work, and I work in PA.
all right.
Maybe they fixed that then. It's good.
All right. So make sure you have a catch-all party opened. And then one of the things that I talked about doing for your homework was your list of 100. We always talk about this list of, it's called Frank, Frank. I don't know if it's referenced on the Sensi webpage. It is referenced on some of our training websites on our Facebook page. And if you're like, how in the world am I going to list 100 people that I know? They want you to like kind of brain dump everyone you know onto a piece of paper. But Frank is friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and kids connections. So all your kids. And then your list of acquaintances, like I was just going down, everyone you work with at your church, if you belong to a club, if you're in any kind of activity, places you visit. I've just started this year with hitting all of my doctors. And I will tell you, I have gotten, those are like some of my best clients now. My dentist office has a warmer, and they have a Sensi club, and they used to do Blue Grotto, but now they like sparkling yellow. It's even stronger, but that's getting retired. So they haven't decided what they're going to do. And at my doctor's office, I have 2 nurses who are buying, and one of them may join later this month, hopefully. And at the place I work out, the little workout, it's not really a gym per se, it's like a office with equipment. They have a fan diffuser. So really, like, everyone, I've started just trying to talk to everyone in the world about Sensi, and the list can get longer and longer, but those are the people that you're going to want to start reaching out to. And one of the most important things, I think, is being authentic, being yourself, not being pushy, but sharing it. Like if you love Sensi, if you join because these products are great and you're using them every day, you don't have to sell them. You are just sharing with what you like about them, what makes them so great. And when you start sharing on Facebook and or whatever other social media, you're not like, hi, this is for sale. It's what you're doing every day with it. It's, oh my gosh, this Sensi Fresh is making my couch smell so much better because of my dog. Or, oh, look at my microwave, it's disgusting. Let me use my counter cleaner. I just posted recently one of those pictures of someone's tennis shoes, like clean and dirty. And I had so many people like, how did you clean your shoes? So it's how you are using it and sharing it with others is going to like captivate them and make them excited. And when you love the products, everyone else is going to love the products too. It'll shine through. So after you've created a catch-all party, you've done a list of 100, what do you do next? And there's no right or wrong answer. I would highly suggest having some sort of launch party. You could, and it could be in person, it could be on Facebook, it could be on text. There's, again, no right or wrong answer. You could host your own launch party on your Facebook page or on your Instagram page, or you could have a friend or relative do it. I will tell you that the only way your business is going to grow is by having more and more people sharing Scentsy with more and more people. And the easiest way to do that is through some sort of Facebook party. People hate the word party. All right, we're running out of time. The free Zoom does not have unlimited time for us to talk. So if it does, I think we have 10 more minutes, but if it does kick out, I apologize. Yes, so now a little timer popped up. We have 9 minutes left. The only way to grow is by sharing with other people. So like my goal now, I've been with Scentsy 4 years. I had a friend from high school have a party. And then my goal was with every little party that I had to at least get 1 booking, if not 2 or 3, because the more you grow, it's going to be like a spiral effect. And, but some people get lazy. I'm not going to lie. They're like, okay, I put up my Facebook page and I've invited 20 people. Well, 20 people on your little VIP page is not going to propel your business forward if that's what your goal is. You know, we say the beauty of Scentsy is you can do it absolutely whatever you want. You can be selling it just for yourself. But if you're wanting to make money, you need to reach people and you need to eventually recruit team members to help you grow your business. So I am more than willing to help. I know the people I recruit and I help you have a launch party, help you brainstorm and figure it out. I know other people on the team may or may not be helping each other with their recruits and their parties. But let me know. I know, Karen, you're on here, and let me know if you are planning anything and if you need any assistance. I'd be more than happy to help you. Before we get off, our Facebook groups, obviously we're the Smile Brigade, and we are underneath Ohana Hala. Maggie is our superstar director. That's the top level that you can be. And she runs Ohana Hala. I think her page has been in existence for about 13 years, maybe longer. So she has a lot more longevity on the page. Both of our pages you can search in the little search bar. So like if you think you have a question, search for it first before you like reach out to someone, because there's rarely a question that hasn't been asked at some point, unless it's very specific to a certain product or time. But and Ohana Hala has what are called units. That's what they're called, right? Yes, guides. Sorry, they used to be called units and now they're called guides, where you can go through and click on different training opportunities. I've been trying on Smile Brigade to do hashtag training and trying to put hashtags on certain things. So if you're looking for, oh, I have a party question or a recruiting or a mentor question, you should be able to search via the hashtag. So what other questions? Okay, we have 6 minutes left before we get kicked off. And Karen, did you have any questions? Caitlin?
No.
No? You're good? Amber, what did I forget?
I don't think anything.
All right. So
I did think of the party thing, which we're not talking about the party, but the PPR. So many people always forget about that when they first start.
thank you. That's a great one. So as we when you have a party open, I said every party comes with a free host kit. Well, not a free, I'm sorry, a host kit that you can sell. The other thing is this PPR, the Perpetual Party Reward. And basically, Scentsy is gifting every party with a half price item. It's not under the host rewards. It's actually up under the top where the parties are located. And the reason that the whole reasoning behind the whole PPR was for you to have something to gift a host and or use as a half price item to help you give a gift to your host. You don't have to use it for that. You can use it however you want it. If you're doing your own catch-all party, you're going to use the half price for whatever you want. But sometimes if I will just gift it to the host of the party. So for example, if it only shows that they had 1 half price or 2 half price, sometimes I throw in the PPR so they have a bonus one. But it won't prompt you to use it. So if you do close a party without it, you've lost it. Whereas if you go to close a party and forget to use a host reward, it does remind you there's a fee. It'll actually, Sensi will charge you $5 if you do not use your half price or hostess dollars. So if you get to that point and you're like, what do I do? Obviously a light bulb is there's my dog. A light bulb is the cheapest thing that you can do well, it used to be. Now next catalog, our light bulbs are not going to be individually sold. So they used to be, they were $1 for $2 for one light bulb. So you could get your half price could be a $1. But I think the cheapest thing now is going to be a set circle. So, all right. Kathy, what did you say? Give it to a post. Who has, yeah. So, Kathy brought up, thank you, Kathy. That's a great point. So you're having a party. So let's pretend Amber is my very first host. All right. Amber is my host and her friend Kathy books a party off of that. You can use that PPR as a thank you gift for the person who's booking, saying, hey, thank you. If you book, I'll give you this half price item. Or the other way around is your current host. You could say, hey, Amber, if you come shop on Kathy's, I'll give you a half price. So there's like two different ways that you can be using it. So, all right. Well, please let me know if you have any future questions. I really appreciate you taking time off of here. And I'd love if you have questions later, start a post either on the Smile Brigade page so we can figure out what other questions you might need answered. And if you want to, I'm more than happy to hop back on here at another time to talk about another topic. So if there's something you want to know more about, let me know. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye.